Well, people in Gibson City are moving forward after a devastating flood.
The water damaged hundreds of homes and businesses 3 months ago. Meteorologist Jacob Dickey with us again. So, Jacob, how have things changed over these last few months in your hometown?
Yeah, the floodwaters, of course, are no longer there, but the physical and emotional scars remain. This past week, several homes and businesses destroyed by the floodwater were torn down. I talked to one homeowner. He lost everything in the flood. His house finally came down earlier this week. There were a lot of emotions, but he's just one of many stories in Gibson City.
My wife could not come up here because it was just too traumatic for her. I took a bunch of video, which she will not watch. And it was 24 years we raised a family here, and it was sad.
For Howard Curry and his wife Pam, it took nearly 3 months for their condemned family home to finally be demolished. When the floods hit, they lost nearly everything.
We lost 95% of what we had, so there wasn't a lot we could get out of the house.
While the Currys lost most of their physical belongings, they've been blessed by the support of the community.
This town has been fantastic. There's been such an outpouring of love and fellowship, prayers.
And the Currys expect to begin construction in their new home starting this spring. It's a chance for them to start fresh and rebuild their lives.
Now's the time to do it. So we're gonna try to build her the house she's always wanted.
The recovery has been a slow but steady process for residents in Gibson City. While some can return home, others haven't been able to, like those residents here at the Meadow Village Apartments.
Because a lot of the people that were in this complex were handicapped, ill, elderly.
Donna Cathy was a caretaker for many residents at the complex. She's spoken to many who are ready to return home, but there hasn't been much progress.
But of course, then it's owned by the USDA Rural Development HUD, and they have the final say-so as to whether or not they're going to renovate.
She's kept up with several of the residents over these months. While it's been very hard, she's remaining optimistic.
The silver lining to this is that you understand what a wonderful, caring, and giving community that Gibson City is.
Now, local management told us they still don't have answers to when renovations begin at that complex, or even if they will happen. Currently, they are getting bids for the cost to fix those buildings, but it's up to the USDA Rural Development to decide what happens. That's something that a lot of folks have been asking questions about in recent days and weeks. The recovery process, though, is still making strides in the right direction.
Yeah, the stories of support still coming out of Gibson City are so amazing.
And I think they'll be coming out for many more months ahead.
All right, Jacob, thanks so much. Now, for many other homes and apartments in Gibson City, the Gibson Area House Rehab Foundation has been working hard to install new appliances, renovate homes, and help neighbors in need. If you would like to learn more about the continuing recovery efforts and what you can do to help, you can head to our website, WCIA.com.